Ain't nobody got me feeling like I'm feeling you, like I'm feeling you, like I'm feeling you.
Well,
Dear
well, well.
God, make me
Dear
a
God,
bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here.
dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here to Oklahoma City to perform in our show on Friday night at
Are you
Resident Head.
excited to be in OKC?
I'm really excited, actually. It's just somewhere I've never thought I would ever go. So now I'm like
Check it
exploring
off
this
your
different
bucket
part of
list.
America.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Tiger King in Oklahoma?
He sure was.
Did you see him post that thing that Machine Gun Kelly?
No, what was it?
He, I guess he's on Instagram in jail, and
I love
he
that.
commented under Machine Gun Kelly posted like a thirst trap, and he was like, "Some money, a little meth, a tiger, and I could make you I could make you mine." I was like,
That's cool.
he's real.
I like that. He is
I
his
could
type.
totally could see Machine Gun Kelly in that scenario. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to, you know, see the site, see the sights, and
Take in.
have you point out where the bombing happened.
Okay, wait. I need to actually talk out my thoughts and feelings on Machine Gun Kelly's new tattoo. Because did you
Yeah,
catch
I
wind of
saw it.
this?
Mm-hmm.
This is unwell behavior. You
It
can't just
is,
like
but I'm gotta say,
it's serving cunt for you.
it's kind of hot to me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I
It
think he's so
really
hot.
scares me. He is really hot. That is undeniable. But like,
No, I mean it's crazy. He's just
I don't
wants to.
like that.
I like a tasteful sleeve. I think a sleeve on a guy is really hot.
I
But
love like even a full chest and like
yeah,
stomach, torso. I'm down. You can cover yourself in tattoos, but like
right.
a full blackout tattoo
It's a lot.
reads to me like mutilation. That seems like you're mutilating yourself.
Well, yeah, you just think like you're gonna be lowered into the earth or cremated, covered
Certainly not in
in.
a Jewish cemetery, because
Oh, they don't.
you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery if you have a tattoo.
High standards.
But it takes me to a place of Nick from Gigolos, who had that tattoo that looked like a cancerous growth that just kept spreading and spreading and became a blackout tattoo. And I was like, this man is unwell. Like, we need eyes on him. To the insane asylum he must go. And like, I'm really freaked out by that.
Did he like go to jail?
No, but one of the gigolos did kill a woman.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Um, but I have you ever had like tattoo anxiety dreams?
No, but I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, the idea of someone sitting and through that inking process, the one that he like Machine Gun Kelly, like that to me is just unfathomable.
Like
Y-
that doesn't bother me as much, the pain, but I'm just like the end result is
Yeah,
just like can't you just like wear a tight shirt
yeah, you could just wear like a rash guard and just like serve cunt in a tight
and
like.
just not be like an ink. You're like human ink.
Do you think Megan was like, "Yeah, baby, do it"?
I don't know. I saw a headline that was like he did it to like prove his devotion to her.
They're fucked up.
They are weird.
They're
I
really.
had a I had a stress dream recently that was like I got a full leg sleeve on my
Whoa.
left leg from like ankle to upper thigh, like
Wow.
to crotch. And I was like, why did I do this? I was like, this was really an intense choice.
I see at Equinox, I feel like in order to go to Equinox, you have to have a shin tattoo
The community
or
center.
yes. But like I yeah, I just don't see myself getting. I mean, I've been toying with the idea of getting a mango tattoo, but a huge one like that, I just can't even imagine. It's
No.
like giving that guy who made himself look like a leopard. Remember? Or like a cheetah man, the
Mm.
cheetah man, he like covered himself in
And
spots.
the skull guy who was like
Yeah,
really fashionable for a while. And
that was in
then
Gaga's video.
he might have died actually.
Damn.
Like
The
to
pipeline.
me, the pipeline of like covering most of your body in tattoos to death seems like related somewhat.
Mm. My God, I was on a TikTok K-hole,
TikTok.
TikTok K-hole of Wendy Williams documentary, which I haven't watched in full, but it was so profoundly dark. It made me so sad. But there was this really beautiful moment where Black China, who's fully sober now, went to go see. I guess they have like a really intense close friendship, like a
Hmm.
mother-daughter thing. And Angela went to see Wendy. She flew to New York just to see her. And they have this beautiful moment where they like Wendy takes her wig off and Angela like takes her face and like looks deep into her eyes and she goes, "There you are." And it's like really it was like very moving.
That's hook coded.
Oh yeah, totally. There you are, Peter. But
Yeah,
Wendy,
Elizabeth was telling me all about the Wendy doc on this week's Too Niche, and it sounds really sad and scary.
yeah, I don't trust these people that are like
Making it
making it, but also just like surrounding like these people that her that she's paying to like be her. I don't know. It's very upsetting. And
y-
I've been seeing people on TikTok being like, this is karma. I'm like, fuck you.
karma for what?
Like how she shit on everyone.
Oh, no,
Give
honey,
me a
that's
break.
alcoholism. That's addiction and then late in life
Dementia.
dementia. That's actually what it is.
Early in life dementia.
It's
And
really
I think she has
sad.
Graves' disease. So her eyes are like, yeah, it's just I and then I saw
I-
someone saying like this is legit witchcraft.
Like that she is this
She's been
afflicted.
she's been cursed.
No, this is alcoholism.
I
This is
know.
drug addiction
It's
and
wet brain.
alcoholism. Yeah. It's
It's
not, it's what can easily happen
but then I
if
was just
you
watching
devote your life to addiction.
then I was just watching best of clips of her like no one
No one's
her
ever done it
saying
like her.
when she said death to them all about the Spears family and then everyone gasped and she herself went
She
like
was a true showman.
she was a showman but she also was just like had no internal monologue and I think she just said every intrusive thought that came into her head.
I love it.
Me too. No one it's not the same.
I'm really sad for her. I can't like engage with that documentary yet because it also feels like highly exploitative, like the way that they set people up to like re-enter her life where they're like, you haven't seen her in a long time, but we like want you guys to meet again. And they don't tell these her loved ones like what state she's in. And
That's
then they're
true.
basically like punking them, being like, remember, like that's like what if you like lost contact with one of your parents and then a film crew said like we found them, we're in touch with them, like we really want to get you guys back together, and you're like, oh my
Hmm.
God, like my dear mother, like I've missed her so much. I just all I've ever wanted is to like reconnect and heal. And then they're like, surprise, bitch. And she lives in like a hoarder's den racked with like addiction and mental illness. And it's on candid camera for you to like react to in real time.
That's
That's
bad.
sick. That's really sick.
It reminds me of when Dr. Phil went to Shelley Duvall's House of Horrors.
Yeah.
That poor thing.
I know. I just hope that the payday is good, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing hopeful about it, which is like why I simply can't engage at this moment in time.
But like Wendy, Bruce Willis, early onset dementia is just freaking me out.
Yeah. I don't know like what the preventative things are, but brain health is incredibly important.
Yeah, it's one of my greatest fears.
Probably like also there must be some sort of genetic factor and then lifestyle factor and then maybe I
Drug
think like
addiction.
everyone has this is I don't know if it's a new thing, but I think it's like getting more awareness now because now it's more common to like share when these things are happening versus like I think a lot of stars they just disappear and then you never hear from them again or they just like
Mhm.
go off the radar and you just assume like they wanted out of the limelight and that kind of stuff is like kept in the shadows. But I think the awareness is good. And then you just got to like I don't know, play Wordle every day or something.
Yeah,
Do your crosswords, learn another language. You got to stay spry, stay off the sauce, don't get head injuries,
I know. Don't go skiing.
don't go skiing unless you're with an instructor
hmm Even
who has
then,
like a little bungee tied to you. You have to
yeah.
wear a helmet. Hey, you
hmm
got to take care of your body.
Speaking of out of the limelight, the Kate Middleton conspiracy train is exploded in the last 48 hours. Everyone is talking about where is Kate?
Yeah, it's the words that are on everyone's lips.
And then yesterday, Prince William had to back out of a memorial for his
Godfather,
godfather, who's the Greek king.
due to
Because lest we
family.
forget, Prince Philip was Greek.
He was.
Yeah,
Was he sexy before he became not sexy?
he was cute. He was tall. But
But
he
he
had a
was
big.
always kind of like,
No, he was like fairly handsome, like in a generic white way.
but
But
not in like a fucking
no, he
freak
wasn't like
way.
oh.
He
He
wasn't like,
wasn't like he wasn't like Prince William when he was 20.
I never had a thing for Prince W, but
But his
woman
mother
like
was a Greek princess,
oh,
and then she went crazy and had to wear and became a nun.
cool.
And then his
Okay, I
family
have,
were all Nazis.
yeah, I have a
What's
theory about Kate.
okay.
I've been reading a book about anorexia and like women who suffer from anorexia and I think that's what's going on is it's like eating disorder related
What
and
is
they
with
want to
this
cover it
fucking
up.
family?
Well,
Driving women.
I think it's a lot of pressure. I think her needs are very secondary to the needs of everyone else. She's always been like the outsider who was let in. And then she's just like expected to be like pretty and pop out kids and then like take shit. And now Megan isn't around to take on the shit of everyone. So now she has to be the sacrificial lamb. And you know, she is like thin as a damn rail.
Yeah, and
She's a wisp. She's a
it
wisp of a lady. And she
doesn't help
wasn't
that her
always like that.
husband's allegedly boinking her friend and like fucking around on her all the time.
Kate needs to go rogue. It's time. This is the call, the clarion call for going rogue is calling to Kate. Don't erase yourself. Go rogue.
Just she needs to just like own it, own her power, and just like become more popular than ever and like outshine William.
She can't. They would never let her. That system is so like I don't necessarily believe like I've seen rumors that say that she suffered from a miscarriage or like the abdominal surgery which is really bizarre and I don't believe that either. But the family said she won't be in the public eye until after Easter. So that's from Christmas was the last day that she was seen to Easter is almost 4 months, 3.5 months.
It
That's
just,
almost, what is that? Like 10 weeks? I mean, that's like the time you get treated for maybe like an eating disorder or mental health issue. She's in the insane asylum.
yeah. And
But
we know that
hopefully,
they are very caring and compassionate when a woman is suffering mental health issues.
hopefully the next step in her journey is a rogue one.
I'm just like, I don't know. All this stuff that's happening right now,
Take it
with
off and
like
preach. Take off that jack. Time to get comfortable. Preach.
all this stuff, all the stuff that's happening with like Prince Charles' cancer diagnosis. I I totally buy that theory. I have another theory that she's undergone some sort of surgery in preparation for becoming queen, like a facelift or something. Because I think he's gonna die
Soon.
sooner than I think he's either gonna step down or like I think William's gonna ascend to the throne way faster than we all thought because they've been very mum about Charles' cancer. He's been like out of the spotlight too. The Kate thing felt like a distraction at first, but now I'm like, what's going on there? Are they giving her a lobotomy to ensure that she'll be like a good queen? Because maybe she was like getting, fed up with Williams cheating and just he sounds like a horrific person to be near. So maybe she was like, I want out. Or maybe he was like, I want a divorce. And she went crazy, which I understand because imagine literally Kate's life mission was to become the queen. Her
Mm-hmm.
mom pimped her out, had her change colleges, sent her there to look for William, basically like gave her a lesson in seduction.
Mm-hmm.
And
She taught her how to blow a banana.
she taught her how to suck dick without a gag reflex. She taught her how to, you know, be mute and just like completely subservient. And she got her man, and then he went off because he was like, I want to go fuck other holes. And she was like, fine, I'm
She
gonna
comes
wear
from a
a
long line of wayward hole fuckers.
totally. And then she was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go like be a hoe in Trafalgar Square in Piccadilly Circus or whatever the fuck. And then he was like, no, now you have to be my wife now. And then she was basically for a decade, near a decade, preparing to become the Princess of Wales. Probably why it took them so long to get engaged was because they were really vetting her and like making sure she wasn't going to go like Diana Rogue. And then she finally gets the ring. They have the biggest wedding of the century, more than Meghan and Harry. Sorry to say.
Well, that's not sorry. That's the truth.
I know, but they were like really pushing the Meghan and Harry that was like, watch my
That was a flop
billions.
wedding. No, that was flop.
So, and then you become the Duchess of Cambridge and you're just like becoming thinner by the year, disappearing. And then your fucking husband who goes bald and ends up looking like one of the gentleman bald guys from Buffy the Vampire Slayer who steal people's hearts, fucks your best friend in your cul-de-sac. Fucks your best friend. And then you're like, oh my God, now I have 3 kids with this fucking flop and I have to become the queen. And probably not till I'm like in my 50s. And by then I'll be like in my 50s and I'll like have wasted my 40s.
It'll
You know
be
what I
harder,
mean?
like in her mind, it'll be harder for her to serve cunt as a 50-year-old queen. She was aiming for like 30s or 40s at most.
Yeah, and like you can still serve absolute cunt in your 50s, of course.
Totally.
But, you know, now
But
she's
as a
like,
woman, it takes a lot of strength to believe in your abilities to serve cunt in your 50s.
and we know she doesn't have much strength right now because she's probably in a not good place. So what are you gonna do? I would go fucking crazy.
I
I
don't
would
thi-
I
I
would
think
go
that like
insane.
the plastic surgery could be true, but I feel like they would do things like release photos and have like a plan to make it not seem like she's just out of the
No, I
spotlight
know.
for 3 months.
That's just more fun to think about. But I do think it's like,
No, I would go fully batshit insane. You already know that like you have no control over your life. So I think that it's like that's why I think because like eating disorder kind of stuff is about trying to regain some semblance of control.
I
So
mean,
I
like,
think that coupled with maybe postpartum, coupled with just like, holy shit, my life fucking sucks actually.
and then
I have to
last
wear
year,
hose all the time.
everyone finds out that there's a rumor that you like question the skin color of your future nephew.
If that's even true that she was the one, like
I
that
think that
could be
was
a thing.
Charles.
That could be a thing where they're just like, well, we need a whipping boy now, and I guess you're gonna be it because Meghan and Harry are gone, and
Yeah,
we don't have anyone else to throw under the bus. So now we're throwing you under the bus, Miss Lady.
I'm also like, who knows? She could be like a virulent racist, but I would, I'm, I would not be surprised if it had been like William or Charles, and they were like, well,
I'm not surprised if it's any of them. I mean, it feels very
Camilla.
on brand for everyone to in that family to ask that kind of question. Like it doesn't shock, it's not that shocking. But I'm like, I hope
No,
she
but
just got I want her to she should start a podcast called Kate Goes Rogue.
well, no, it's just like when Diana was, she even when they were still married, she wrote an unofficial biography where she gave the guy all this info, that famous, and so she attacked.
Yeah, she went rogue.
She went fucking rogue as hell and like obviously didn't end well, but that's when they were still married, she was doing all that. And so Kate doesn't have the luxury to do that because
So she thinks
so she thinks, but
being not allowing yourself to go rogue is only you putting those boundaries on yourself. The truth about going rogue is that you can go rogue anytime, no matter what situation you're in.
well, listen though. So
Unless you're
I don't know.
strapped, unless you're truly strapped in 4 points constraints in a padded room and and you are pumped up with Valium to where you are immobilized and cannot even speak and can't even blink, that is like when you've
I give
lost
you
the ability to go rogue.
I give you a pass. But I saw something, I'm not sure if it was like fake, but I saw something that was like the the Sun or what, one of those like British tabloids that the royals have like a deal with,
Relationship with, yeah.
I saw something that was recently talking about how uh difficult Meghan or Kate is. And then it was quickly deleted and then something about Harry came up. And then someone was like, were they starting to seed in because like a divorce is coming or some kind, you know what I mean? Like, are they now making Kate the enemy? Because they do that all the time. They throw each other under the bus constantly.
Well, because Prince William also is using some sort of different letterhead that's like the letterhead that he used when he was single versus the one that he used when they were together. So
Whoa, maybe they're
I
separated.
I would love she needs to go rogue and divorce him.
Divorce his ass.
Start a brand. It's
But like,
time. Fuck the royal family. It's a sinking ship. Get out now. Get out now while the getting's still good. You don't want to go down with them.
no, but also what's weird is so
Leave the men to
yesterday,
flop. Leave the men to flop.
Yeah, Camilla flop.
Yeah.
Let her. She's like, but yesterday, this Pippa Middleton's ex-boyfriend, who's now married to, let me confirm if this lady is one of the Spencers, was found dead. And I'm choosing to believe that's part of the conspiracy.
You like have a homeland, like with the red strings. You're like, it's all connected.
Or she's like gone full like Shelly Miscavige and she's living in like Arrowhead.
She's in a bunker.
That is crazy. Lady Gabriella Kingston. Oh, so he's married to someone in the royal family.
Who
So
is Pippa's
incestuous.
ex?
Yeah.
But he's dead.
He's dead. Don't know how. Probably unalive. But
No, I mean, take your pick.
truly there's a myriad. But I'm like, something's up. It's gonna be a bombshell year with old Kate. I think they're gonna divorce.
I'm ready for that.
Me too.
She
She could
deserves
go.
it. She deserves, and by I mean that as a positive, she deserves it. Like she deserves to be free to serve cunt. Imagine the looks. Like I want her whole fashion to change. She's like the next Gwyneth.
Imagine how rich. Imagine how much fucking money she's gonna get if they divorce. Like we forget how fucking rich. I mean, obviously the royals are rich, but like we don't. They are like
They need her. What she needs to realize is this royal family at this point, I believe, needs her more than she needs them.
of course.
Because she leaves, then you just have like sick Charles and disgusting William, and then you're supposed to like pay taxes gladly as like a citizen of the UK and be like, I'm so excited to like support these heinous flops. Like
No, it's all about
get
the
on the
women.
throne and like wear the blood diamonds. Like, no, 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 no. No one wants to do that. That's not
It's
fun. It's not
it's
fun to
always
see like an ugly man be king of your country that you pay taxes to. It's more fun when there's like a hot, sexy woman swanning in with this chic outfit, at least like massaging the situation. And you're like, okay, I like this woman. I like to see, I always would way prefer to see a woman wearing blood diamonds than a man wearing
of
blood
course. It's
diamonds.
always been about the girlies. The
So she
queen.
needs to use this to her advantage and like leverage. She needs like to lawyer up too, because I would not put it past them to give her a lobotomy to like keep her around
Or killer.
because it's truly, but killing her is also a bad choice
That's
because then you're
sus.
still left with the two flop heinous idiots.
They're probably
You don't want to leave them and Camilla, like that's not a palatable. You can't do like a cover of Vogue with those three.
you need Kate to wear like a Joanne
You need
style
her to
hat.
sell it. Yeah. She needs to go like I
And
don't know.
she gave them a chance to have uninbred genes. I mean,
Yeah.
depends. I'm sure they're related in some way, but like those kids are had a chance with Kate
But it's
because Diana's
time.
genes didn't pass down to her boys. Sorry to say, but they are in her grandchildren.
But wasn't she like part of extended like royalty?
She
The
was like a
Spencer
lady.
family?
Yeah, but they weren't, I don't think they were related.
But isn't like if they're a lady, aren't ladies and everyone, aren't they
Inbred?
all kind of inbred?
Yeah, probably.
They have to be. You think that you're going around with like this very small circle of people who are in
These
it and
people
people who are
are,
not, and you just breed with only the people in that circle? You fucked your cousin or your cousin's cousin. Like you have fucked a relative. I'm sorry, that's the truth. If you're a
don't
royal or
say
a lady,
sorry.
If
You're
you're a
just
royal, a lady, anyone with a title of any sort, you're inbred. That's it.
of
I'm like,
course, you're
that's on
Texas
facts.
Chainsaw. You're literally Leatherface family inbred when
You
you're a
are
royal.
Leatherface family. In America, you would be shunned for that. In Britain, you are celebrated,
You're
and then
crowned.
everyone gives you money. So I don't understand that, but that's the way it is. Kate, it's time to get out, girl. It's time to pack
Get
your
out.
bags, go rogue, truly start a podcast. You'll make bank. People want to know what you have to say.
Oh, here's the thing, though.
I'd
Not
listen.
sure she's compelling.
I'd give it an episode. I think she could be coached into a compelling. She should start a blog. She should just
She
have
should
it. She could just
start.
have an Insta. She could have an Instagram, TikTok.
It's called Kathy.
Go to Paris Fashion Week.
She endured a lot of shit. Why doesn't she get to go to the fashion shows? Why doesn't she get to go to everything? She can only go to the BAFTAs. I want to see her front
I
row in
think
the
she can like
Milan.
only go places if William also goes.
Fuck William. Do you know that his fucking friends used to do the we have liftoff whenever Kate was around? They would like
Yeah.
imitate
Flight
because
attendants.
their mom was a flight attendant. These people deserve
Like, I'd be like,
death.
you are
Death to them all.
literally
You're disgusting.
inbred.
You're inbred, all of you.
I would
Fuck
just
you.
bring a banjo out to the club, and anytime someone tried to come for me, I'd be like, doodaloo doo 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 doo.
Yeah.
Do 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 do
Kate.
do do do. Because that's all those people are. To think any differently of yourself is a fool's errand. You may be wealthy and have a title. You also got a couple genes that aren't right. We all know it.
You've got a screw loose.
You've got a bit of a screw loose.
Kate's got great
and
hair.
Yeah.
Something you'll never
I
have.
wish her well. I wish her all the best.
I hope she's not
I
dead.
hope she emerges. I don't think that she's dead.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Do you think that they're
She's being-
replacing her with like the first AI robot?
She's a changeling.
Only time will tell. Maybe she's renegotiating a contract for like more benefits.
Maybe she's like, I will go live my truth and my AI proxy will stand in for me. Her truth is like living in Dubai.
Her truth, yeah, she would have to go live in Dubai because you can't take photos of anyone and put them on the internet. So she'd
Yeah.
need to go into like kind of hiding. I want her to like go platinum blonde.
Gina Davis style. The long kiss
Oh my
goodnight.
God. Kate needs to have her long kiss goodnight moment. She needs an action moment. You know what I mean?
Fuck
She needs
these
to like drive
people.
a car off a cliff and like cause a little bit of drama.
They're disgusting, this family.
They're disgusting. If I were a UK taxpayer, I'd be furious at this point. I don't know how you guys do it. I truly do not know how you do it.
They should insurrect. Everyone should riot in the streets to demand that Princess be set free.
They should. They should.
Where's Kate?
They should take their money owed to the royal family and set it on fire in front of Buckingham Palace and
Until
just
they tell us
keep
where Kate
lighting
is.
money on fire until they free the princess.
Free
and then
the princess.
They should take her. Don't hurt her. Give her a haircut. Give her a makeover. Platinum blonde. Barbiecore. And then trot her out next to Margot Robbie. Give Margot a run for her money. I want Kate to take over the world. I
Only
need
time will
Rogue.
tell.
Yeah.
Maybe Kate found
What
out
if
about
Kate gets jacked?
like bodybuilder Linda Hamilton.
What if Kate goes full like Kyle Richards?
Maybe.
Kate should just try out like many different types of cultures to see what suits her because all she's ever known is like British life. So like she should try like Guido culture. She should try like SoCal.
She should try like Scouse culture, like Liverpool.
Yeah.
She should go like
she
a
should go
slag.
Manchester.
Manchester.
She should go to like Spain. She should have an Italy moment. Like she should travel the world and try many different cultures, like Morocco. She could go to Africa for a bit. Like she could go all over the world. I would love to see her in Japan. Has she even ever gotten to go to Japan, really? And really, really go to Japan? Like I want some travel time for her. She should do what every girl does at one point in their life and get the Kate Goslin haircut just to see, just to experience what a huge mistake that is and how much it like
It's
harms your
true.
psyche and self-image. It's just a rite of passage for every young, gorgeous girl.
It's true.
Yeah, I just think that there's so many life experiences ahead of her. I don't want to see it just end here.
Well, Kate,
Listen to Sexy Unique podcast. What if
yeah.
she's listening? What if she started listening to Sexy Unique podcast and listened to the bonus episode where we did the scepter bit, and then that's when the royal family intervened and they took her away and they locked her up in the insane asylum?
What if she's in the Tower of London?
What if she's fighting with her caretakers over her right to listen to Sup?
I would love it.
She's like, I want to listen to the podcast. I love that podcast. You don't understand. They
My
simply
favorite-
cannot be. You can only listen to
BBC.
BBC News.
Sky
no, I
News.
don't think they would like her
No,
listening
no.
to BBC News.
My
They'd be
favorite
like,
claim
you can
was-
only listen to Call Her Daddy. That's it. She goes, I
Oh,
don't
man.
want to listen to Call Her
I don't
Daddy.
want to listen to that girl. She's only come in the last 4 years.
I need to listen to Sex Unique. I need to watch Vanderpump Rules.
My favorite claim is that Harry said that William and Kate were big Suits fans.
I know.
I was like, damn, you gag them.
Well, that's all for Events
Well,
Horizon today. We gave you 2 events. I hope you enjoyed them. And
What was the first
we're-
event?
the first event was Machine.
Oh, right.
Um,
Let's talk about
but we love you and thank you for listening. And until next time, goodbye.